Trading prisoners like cattle. The commercialization of crime. All crimes are commercial and carry a monetary value. This realization shifts our perspective on infrastructure projects, such as freeway expansions and urban developments, which are often funded by municipal bonds, financial instruments tied to the prison industrial complex. Similarly, the prolongation of war serves a financial interest, ensuring continued profitability for government-backed investments. The prison system is a revenue-generating machine. Criminal prosecution is structured as an annuity, generating revenue for the U.S. government. This explains the mass incarceration rates, the use of probation, and the wide range of criminal charges, from minor offenses like jaywalking to major crimes. The monetary aspect of human lives extends beyond incarceration. American soldiers in combat zones often have government-backed life insurance policies worth up to $10 million per individual. The United States government views military personnel as financial assets, and their presence in active combat zones is a profitable enterprise rather than merely a national security concern. The 144-holder rule and prison bonds. A key mechanism in the financialization of prisoners is the 144-holder rule, which restricts the sale of private investment securities that are not registered. This prevents immediate sale of prison bonds, requiring a 6-month waiting period before they can be traded as private securities. The Corrections Corporation of America, CCA, plays a central role in this financial system. The top shareholders, such as Joseph E. Russell and John M. Ferguson, own shares worth tens of millions of dollars. The largest institutional investor is Fidelity Management and Research, which packages prisoner bonds into mortgage-backed securities and sells them as mutual funds. Monetizing inmates through the securities market. Prisoners' accounts are converted into securitized assets, sold through investment securities markets. These securities take the form of bid bonds, performance bonds, and payment bonds, all underwritten by investment banks and insurance companies, surety companies. The bond issuance process follows a structured pathway. Bonds must have an underwriter before they are sold. Surety companies indemnify the bonds, ensuring financial backing. Investment banks purchase and resell the bonds, making them available to public investors. CCA and other prison corporations funnel these investments, converting prisoners into financial instruments. Checking prison bonds on the stock market. Anyone can verify prisoner bonds by entering a prisoner's case number into Fidelity Investments' online securities index. This will generate a CUSIP number, which reveals where that prison bond is being actively traded. Example: Case number 05CR272, District Court Case, CUSIP number 316,423,102, identified as a mutual fund at Fidelity Investments. These securities are traded as debt instruments, equity instruments, or mutual funds, effectively turning incarceration into a revenue stream. The prison system as a financial instrument. Under accrual accounting, prisoner accounts are sold as commercial dishonors, meaning the financial liability associated with an inmate is transformed into a tradable asset. This is legally permitted because of the recognizance bond system, where a prisoner's agreement at sentencing becomes a financial obligation. This system mirrors the historical practice of selling war bonds during World War II, where citizens transferred their equity to the government in exchange for future repayment with interest. The legal mechanism of bond-based incarceration. Modern courts operate under statutory jurisdiction, which treats criminal statutes as financial bonds. According to Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, a statute is defined as a bond or obligation of record. This means all criminal statutes represent financial bonds. Prisoners sign their own financial obligations when completing their sentencing. Their liability is transferred to investors, who fund the system through bond markets. The role of surety and underwriters. A bonded inmate system requires 3 elements. 1. A bid bond, ensuring an initial financial commitment. 2. A performance bond, guaranteeing compliance with contractual obligations. 3. A payment bond, covering financial penalties imposed by the court. Once a bond is structured, it is underwritten by a surety company, resold on the open market as an investment security, used to generate profit for banks, hedge funds, and private investors. The privatization of prisons and government involvement. The American Legislative Exchange Council, ALEC, promotes prison privatization, working through think tanks like the Reason Foundation. Investment firms, including Cornell companies, have merged with international banking groups such as SB Warburg, linked to Rothschild interests, further integrating prison financing into global markets. Major stockholders, including Paine-Webber Group and global corporations, actively profit from prisoner securitization. This process exploits prisoners' financial exemptions, allowing corporations to claim tax deductions while shifting the liability onto inmates. The legal deception, strawman versus living person. The prison system operates commercially, manipulating legal definitions. The straw man, John Henry Doe, is a corporate fiction, separate from the living individual, John Henry Doe. When an individual responds to their all-caps name in court, they are unknowingly representing their financial entity, straw man. Breaking the nexus between person and straw man is essential to challenging this financial scheme. Conclusion: the business of incarceration. The modern prison industrial complex is a financial market, where human incarceration fuels investment portfolios, bond trading, and private corporate profits. Through securitization, accounting tricks, and legal manipulation, the government and financial institutions have turned incarceration into a billion-dollar industry, systematically profiting from human lives while keeping the true nature of the system hidden from public awareness.